Hello and welcome to episode 53 of our Timberborn Update 5 Waterbeaver playthrough here in cycle 67. Day 4. It's been a whole long time with these Waterbeavers here, but we are getting very close indeed, to having nuclear power, which is super exciting. But there's a whole lot of stuff that comes with that, and while I believe we are, for the most part, just about ready, we still have a little bit to do. And other things to consider as well, instead of just being laser focused on one bit here. But first, we're going to come over to our ENS. We're going to take a look at our degrees. We've got 2 bachelors in agronomy. We've got 2 PhDs in nuclear physics, so that's fine. What we don't have is a PhD in robotics. And we need to make sure that we're actually, you know, making that stuff, because we've got other stuff we have to take care of that's going to require the PhD in robotics. We have, well, the assembly line is making bot parts. Then we get far enough up here and we have to have a bot assembler, which requires a PhD in robotics. And, you know, other stuff as well. But if we're going to have hauler bots, which is the only thing that bots in the Waterbeavers can do, is hauling jobs. They cannot work in any other buildings. It's come up a whole lot. Just want to make sure we establish that right off the bat. We have to have bot assemblers. We have to have robot parts. They consume nuclear fuel. And we also have to have processors. No, I don't want to unlock that yet. But the ENS also makes processors, but it's not going to be relevant until we have the PhD in robotics anyway. So we'll just go ahead and, you know, let them try to figure this out for a while. It's probably not going to be a quick process, but it does have to start in order to go somewhere. I want to make sure we don't get caught not being prepared for this. So that is something that they're definitely going to be working on. We did, last time, put in a jungle beaver trading thing, but they haven't finished the balloon yet. They being the one beaver working in the handicraft lodge that is attempting to make a balloon 85% of the way through. That one should end up going here. Then we also have over here balloon trading with folktales for the exotic seeds, so that we can continue making, if I can find one, yep, the tree nursery that's up here. I've been trying for a while to move it down here. Well, not move it, we're still going to have the other one up there, but we need to grow some more bamboo so we can have some more minty bamboo shoots, because we're going through those things like gangbusters. Other things that are still in process right here. Putting in dynamite, trying to make sure that we can continue to produce items, and we need to put in another stack of platforms so we can grow trees on a farm and get all this land back for growing other stuff. Because you might notice that we still don't have a whole lot of pumpkins. And these are probably all going away, too, at some point. And all of these sunflowers probably need to be replaced with those farms. So, you know, it all kind of ties together. We have currently 4 of these giant stacks of things here. And I guess we could keep building upwards, but eventually we're going to have something else, right? You know, it's a process. So, you know, maybe the easy thing to do would be to just keep building up instead of blasting down here, because we already have pretty much everything else we need. Rice-wise, we have a lot of rice. I kind of don't want to build any more hydroponic rice farms. I think we might need a couple more cabbage farms, but we definitely need to make more stuff that's going to enable us to get ground space back. And of course, we have things like the multi-purpose outdoor workspace that are making things like bramble flowers, which we don't really have a lot of adequate storage for. I did just catch that this was not prioritized by haulers. All of these buildings in the stack should be prioritized by haulers, just by function. But now we're at the point where we kind of don't have enough haulers, despite having 50 of them in the hauler tower. We have 19 unemployed beavers, so yeah, we could build another one of these, and honestly, we probably should. But I'm going to have to figure out a place to put it. People probably are going to want me to put it up here, but that's going to require a whole lot of blasting, and right now our explosive stuff is all going into our nuclear power area. And that is certainly a process all its own. Since we're already up here, we do have a greater cooking tent that is prioritized by haulers and is currently making deluxe stew. And we probably are not going to be able to get by with just one of these. At least one person has commented to that effect, so we're going to need to expand this. But of course, this is consuming a lot of resources. I now see Nenafar as being an issue. So, what's going to happen is, I'm going to have to remember where I am. Our processing is going to have to get a little bit better here. So right now we have plucked lotuses stored here, lotus flowers stored here, Nenafars stored here. There's no Nenafars that are being stored over here because I'm pretty sure they're not going to take it apart because the lotus flower storage is already full. Or they could just be really slow. I don't know. But I find it hard to believe that we're really running out of Nenafars that badly because of the fault of the Nenafars. I think we're just not doing this stuff quickly enough. I did have a wood burner over here that was burning the excess lotus flowers, but I think we can use those. If we can improve our hauling situation, which is, again, one of those things that the bots are really going to help with, we just have to be able to, you know, make bots. And this is actually going a little bit better than I thought it would be. Paper-wise, we do have 2,000 paper stored up, so it's not going to be an issue. Collecting that 1,000 there. The ruins exploration points we should still be making. I think I have this main building set to make... Yep, okay. So it's just a process. You know, I've said it a billion times. There's probably a lot of you that are sick of hearing it. But that's just the way it goes. So let's turbo speed here. There are 3... Yeah, it looks like 3 pieces of dynamite that still have to be placed. And then we can blow all of it up. And think about... Well, okay, there's a little bit left. Now that I say it. Oh, this lag is so bad, man. So bad. Well, what are you going to do? We're approaching the end game, so we might as well just, you know, deal with it. Not much else we can do. Probably is going to be a good opportunity for us to go around and remove things that are going to cause pathing conflicts, like all of these suspension bridges that don't go anywhere. That's just another pathing node for the beavers to take a look at and say, well, I'm not going that way. Yeah, see, these are sneaky because they're hidden here. If I really wanted to, I probably could connect these. But I'm just, you know, I'm just going to get rid of them for right now. If we want to play the game, we can play the game. Well, play the game metaphorically speaking. Not literally, because we quite literally are playing the game at this exact moment in time. Got to be careful not to delete the platforms themselves, but I don't know if it's going to do a whole lot to help, but it definitely can't hurt to just get rid of these anyway. There's probably some places around the map that have really bad pathing that we could straighten up, or unnecessary intersections we can get rid of. Because remember, we have 725 beavers that multiple times a day have to do pathfinding. And that's probably the main reason why our FPS is so low. I just don't know that there's too many places I could eliminate paths without it being an issue. Or something else. Like, you know, we move around where there's not beavers. It's not quite as bad. Wait a minute. Do I see an opportunity to put a pumpkin in? I think I do. Yeah, I see multiple opportunities for a pumpkin. Alright, well that can only help. Alright, how are we looking here? Not too shabby. We got 3 of these left. Gonna blow this up. Remember that our plan is to blow this entire area down 1 more, which is not gonna be a quick process. But it is my fervent hope that we get nuclear power operating today. Can't guarantee it, but we're gonna try. We're gonna do what we can. There's still some other stuff we can clean up and optimize while we are waiting. And it looks like everything is good to go, so we'll go ahead and hit that dynamite button. Yeah, look at that. So this is going to cause some strange flow issues with our water wheels until everything is completely taken care of. But, I mean, we're producing a lot of power. I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. So what's happening here is once we place the nuclear power base, it's going to go... Oh, did I do my... I did my blow-up math wrong. Well, that's annoying. Oh, man. Oh, that's... Really? That's actually depressing. It's such a pain to get over here. Especially now that, you know, this is bad water. Well, it is what it is. What am I supposed to do? Just let it be what it's going to be. Well, it's builders doing it, and we have the twirl and hurl thing right here, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. But it's definitely not a great thing here. Alright, one more dynamite here, and then I think what I want to do actually is... yeah, because there's going to be building here. These power shafts don't technically have to be in this exact location, but I think they're going to end up being in that location, and it's just going to have to be a process here. We don't need land here, but I'm going to want it to not look stupid. Yeah, I think for right now we're just going to have to ignore that. What we'll do is we will just pop in that thing there and then go all the way down. Once this is placed, which it can't reach right now, this will become a ladder. I have to get used to where the ladder is actually placed in this mod. There we go. That will connect, and then this will be the ladder for the entrance into the nuclear plant once it's actually done. The reason I'm putting this one in first is because this can get blown up, and then I can use this ladder to get down here and infect a whole bunch of beavers, because that's the only way this is going to work. That's showbiz, baby. So, while we are working on all of that nonsense, let's take a look at... You know, actually going a lot better than I thought. Robot parts. I don't think we are currently making any. Let's come over here to our... Yeah, assembly line's making grape juice. Well, not anymore. You are making robot parts. We need... Was that 100 of them? For the robotics PhD? Yeah. Plus, you know, we're going to need them for the clockwork hydroponic farms anyway. And I believe... For where we are now, relative to the amount of dynamite we're going to need, it's probably going to make more sense to just go ahead and put in additional mega platforms and keep this stack going, so on and so forth. I'm going to do, just for the sake of vanity, I'm going to do 2 on the outside first, so I can stack additional cabbage on top of both of these. And in fact, this guy right here, this multi-purpose outdoor workspace, honestly, probably should be something else. But I'm not gonna go uproot that necessarily. I just want to make sure we can actually, you know, build stuff, right? That's the goal. Clockwork hydroponic farms again require robot parts, which probably for the time being we're gonna have to dedicate all to making the robotics degrees and then actual hauler bots. The dynamite necessary to do this would probably finish our nuclear area with no problems. Or we could blast down behind the ENS and have another hauler tower. But, yeah, I think we're just in a spot where we're going to have to just deal with it. For what that's worth. We did recently build the, wow, the farmer statue. And now our well-being is 46, which is fantastic. But there's plenty of other things to build. We just don't have the gold yet. And gold also, I believe, is a component in... Well, I guess we could just check the... yeah, gold is a component in the microprocessors. Along with hydrogen, which is something that comes out of the abyss. So we got our work cut out for us to get, well, probably much of anything accomplished, honestly. The underground laboratory is currently making brain-boosting salts. It definitely could use more of those. It looks like it'll also make dynamite. Ah, okay, hydrogen, never mind, we can't make that yet. But one of these makes hydrogen. If I'm not mistaken. I probably didn't build it because I said, well, I don't need that. Like an absolute buffoon. Aha, the gas extractor. Well, that's a deep subject. This is going to need to be constructed. So, let's shove this thing in here. Come on. Oh, this is so hard to aim. There we go. Gas extractor. We need not methane. We need hydrogen. So that will get done as it gets done. Gas tank. I'm going to have to put it somewhere. Well, it all has to come out this side anyway. That's not going to fit. I guess, like, having no other compelling reason other than just we have to put something somewhere. We're just going to build that thing right here. Come on, click. Click. The lag, it's so real. All right. Yeah, somebody left a comment saying, I want you to keep going until you're at 5 FPS. We are not too far away. We are not too far away, friends. All right, so that's going to take hydrogen whenever they get around to it. Lag. Oh, what's this? The heavy gravity batteries are a lot further down than I thought they'd be, but that's okay. We're working on it. Yeah, okay, we took a heavy hit. Heavy hit to our water wheels. Well, I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't quite think it was going to happen like this. Okay, we've got to reduce our power consumption. Easiest way to do that is to pause the advanced sawmills, but I don't have enough planks, so I'm just going to pause the log one. That's also 1,000 HP. That, like, we cannot overstate just how much power this uses. So that seems to have helped at least a little bit. This is paused because why? Oh, it's a wood burner. Okay, well, I can burn excess lotus flowers that I'm not currently using. I think our handicraft lodges are not taking these apart because they don't have anywhere to put the lotuses. Well, I'm going to turn this back on just because we have a ton of these things. We're not using them. Might as well get rid of that. All right, and this cold storage is ice blocks. It's looking okay. Beavers are suffering through the awful stew. We might want to keep some of that around. Can I, well, I guess I could just disconnect it from a path, but no. Why is there a lumberjack flag here? This does not need to be here. Furthermore, do I have everything I need for my fireflies? Frozen human meat, once again, is the limiting factor in so many interactions here. So, methane strong alcohol is actually fully supplied. Okay, just about. That's actually impressive. So these guys are missing insect larvae? That shouldn't be a thing. I have 116 insect larvae. So, well, yeah, this shouldn't ever be stopped. It's prioritized by haulers, but I think I just have too many haulers, so I'm going to unprioritize both of these. Because I know the storage for that stuff's not far away. Alright, how are we looking over here? Okay, that's detonated. Alright, so the ladder now goes up that way. I put the rungs on the ladder on the backside because, obviously... And then, when that's complete, we'll be able to build whatever over here. I just have to be able to, you know, get over here. It is certainly a process. But if we have a drought this cycle, we're actually going to have a pretty decent chance to go ahead and get this all taken care of here. We just have to have the ladders taken care of. And again, I would really, really love to have more of these farms, but now I have a power consumption problem, and that's its own set of challenges. Lots and lots of little optimization things that we could do. I think we're probably going to need to focus on some of that at some point. The nuclear fuel, we actually need nuclear waste. So I'm going to shift this to slow mode. That'll take 12 over 5 days and turn into 1 nuclear fuel versus fast mode, which takes 10 and 15 hours. I probably should just pause this, to be perfectly honest with you. But beavers live here, because of course they do. And I have 3 homeless beavers as it is, so I clearly need to be getting something else going on here. The hauler tower would be a great way to employ all these beavers, but it's not going to house them. So many problems to solve all at once, such as the nature of water beavers. Lag. Well, at least we're in the process of getting ladders in there. This bit is already ready to go, so that's good. Every little bit takes time. It is our eternal motto here. Do we still not have a balloon? Are you serious? Did it at least go over here? Okay, good. Alright, that's fine. I did build this one first. So now we should have exotic seeds coming in. Of course, that's not a degree. What am I doing? But that'll be good. Maybe today... no, never mind. That's just a balloon animation. This isn't actually sending anything. Alright, haulers, do your thing. Spicy sodas and methane. I know we have methane. Spicy sodas, though, I don't even remember if we have one of those working. So let's check our cooking house. 1 is currently set to make spicy soda. And it has the stuff. It's just such a slow process. Well, it's fine. We got a lot of beavers over here. Oh, we got a whole army setting up dynamite in the nasty zone. Well, it is what it is. Oh, they can't reach this? Okay, well, tell you what. How about now? Okay, good. I was going to be kind of mad if I had to start deleting these other things. Okay, this one. Ready to go there. And now I can put dynamite down here. Because, you know, we have to have this blasted down again. At least we have the dynamite. Or we had the dynamite. Now I think we've gone through most of it. Another thing we probably need to do is, well, we know we definitely need to do is to get rid of the small mines, but we have to replace them with the medium mines, which require, say it with me, kids, dynamite, which we need for this. And despite having a whole bunch of these things making dynamite, we still can't make it fast enough. If only we had the courage to come over to the Abyss and build dynamite there. But we need the brain boosting salts. I think. Oh, we already have them. All right, cool. So, Abyss, you are now making dynamite. Thank you very much. No, you're not, because you don't have hydrogen. Never mind. Well, you know, we're actually not that far away. So as soon as we get more runes exploration points, we can get that going. 1%. Oh, okay, no, it's overnight. So what? 10 hours? 10 hours to get more. So you went on an expedition and then immediately made camp, like, in the elevator lobby? At 1%? What are you doing, man? Oh, we got a bad tide coming. Well, you know what that means, because in Update 5, in this playthrough, that's not automated. Update 6, it is. But we're going to be... we're going to be in for a rude awakening if I don't remember to fix that before we're done. Well, I'm sure that won't happen like it happens every single time. Dynamite. This little bit being done is fine because that's all disconnected and I'm not going to have to worry about it. Just do little bits and pieces, as one does. I so want to detonate this, but I know I can't. It's fine. We'll get it done eventually. Yeah, these isolated ones on the outside, that's going to be very easy to do. Power reserve-wise, I mean, this is okay because the bad tide is going to keep these going. How are we doing on a balloon over here? Because what I really want is I want those pineapples. It's not called a pineapple. I'm an American. It's a pineapple. It's okay. We're going to be okay. 41% of the way through having a balloon. Good. So that will take care of that. I honestly probably should have 15 or 20 of these. I just didn't do it. And now I'm probably going to be paying for it. Well, definitely going to be paying for it. That's how that works. Lag. Okay, so I actually have mega platforms here. So I could put in another set of these clockwork farms if I had robotics parts, which are currently going to the ENS. And I need 70 more, so that's definitely not happening. Are we really only missing robot parts? Well, that is actually impressive. I stand thoroughly corrected. I did not think that was going to be that quick. So these 1 per hour, and we have to have all this stuff in place. I don't have this prioritized because I don't think I have enough haulers to actually make it work right. So these guys are going to have to go and grab it all themselves until I can have additional haulers, which I'm not going to have until I have either bots or I can blast a giant hole somewhere to put another one of these hauling towers. Which, you know, if I had free space somewhere, I probably could. At the bottom of this cliff, and then just have a bridge to go into it. But, you know what? You know what? This would actually fit here. This would actually fit. Okay, what about height-wise? It's going to look super ugly. We've already established that. But now... Oh, I am so curious. I am just so curious if this is going to be a good idea. Now, it says solid, which means other buildings can be built on the top, but it does not say it's a levee. So, I don't think it's going to block water. Let's, Alright, I need to actually just take that out first. Now I can click on these. If I build this, and it causes problems, it's going to be tragic and hilarious. So I guess that means we're going to do it. This, height-wise, is exactly the right height to come through our pine forest. So, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to come right through here, get those blasted away with some lumberjack flags, because you know we have extra beavers. Yeah, 5 of those should be enough for us to forget about for a while. Wow, they already have all these materials in place. Oh, no. Planks are now a problem. And logs, I guess, but... yes, one day left, I know. Oh, wait, this one's paused too? Why did I do that? Okay, well, now we have to turn both of these back on. Alright, less than a day. We're not going to be dumb about this. I just want to make sure that I have, Wait, you know what? No, it doesn't matter. It absolutely does not matter, because we don't get any water from here anyway. Except for these 3 pumps right there. So I'm going to be smart. I'm going to choose life. And not death. There we go. That one's taken care of. And now... well, I guess I just do this. Cool. So we have successfully prepared for the bad tide in advance of the bad tide. Now I don't have to worry about it. It's a good feeling, isn't it? Power-wise, it's not a great feeling. But we are going to keep generating power during the bad tide, so that's fine. There's actually a considerable amount of dynamite already planted down here. That's good. But as a consequence, I now have 20 contaminated beavers. Make that 21. Because they keep going into the bad water to put in stuff. Well, that's just the way it goes. How are we looking on our balloon here? 87%. Very good. Now, this no recipe selected is the copyist lodge because I was... oh, hey, Josh. I was trying to figure out what blueprints that I've actually made. Super fertilizing irrigation tower bath does not have... oh, never mind. We've copied enough of those. What's this currently making? Large water wheel blueprints? How many of those do I have? 25. Okay. So super fertilizing irrigation tower bath is what we should be duplicating now. Yeah. So there we go. We already have them duplicated. And the bad tide has started, and I have done nothing wrong. Everything is perfect. Wonderful. And we already have 200-something hydrogen. Wow. All right. Color me impressed. Now, I just have to remember what I was doing with the hydrogen in the first place. That's unfortunate, because now I don't remember. Oh, yeah, that was the dynamite stuff that was right here. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be waiting on endothermic... oh, wow, that was quick. Cool. Coal endothermic essence. We're actually out of coal. That's rare. But we got a whole bunch of dynamite out of it, so that's cool. That is a nice recipe. Oh, I'm all turned around. How are we looking here? 36 robot parts. Yeah, that's going to take 800 years. How's our hauling tower looking? 176. We have all the logs. All right. We're making that work. They've got all of these done. Very good. Yeah, get rid of this immediately. Now the fun part is figuring out how long of a bridge I'm going to have to get across this thing. Looks like it's not wanting me to place anything here. Alright, so that's 3, which means it's 5, and that's the one I hadn't researched yet. That's fine. Oh, yeah. Hopefully that actually counts as touching. I think it does. Well, we're going to find out, because now it's built. Alright. Come forth and build the bridge, so that your brethren may haul my stuff around. Hopefully. So now I've got all these contaminated beavers, because I'm trying to explode things so I can build a nuclear power plant. Definitely no ulterior motives there. We need greatly for this to go quick. And I need them to build this bridge. So I guess I probably should just prioritize this. Be the easiest way to do it. Oh yeah, look at that. That was quick. We got all those metal blocks. Here they come. Bring it on in. Let's go. Build this thing. Let's have hauler beavers everywhere. And if we don't like it, we can just demolish it. Not a big deal. But I was primarily interested to see if this would actually block water, and it doesn't seem to be the case. Well, there's also nothing flowing through here because it's a bad tide, but that's also fine. The only problem is now the planks are in a little bit of a short supply because I used all of them to build the tower that I'm now trying to connect to. You know, normal stuff. It's just the way that goes. But now I don't want to, you know, click off of this because I want to see if that's actually going to be finished here. I have no way of checking that without clicking, so that's making logs. Okay, 25, 28%, so it'll be tomorrow in-game. We'll be able to do that. And then... Wait, they already have all the planks, alright. Well, somebody come finish this. I know, come on, come on. It's almost the end of the day. Beautiful. And now we have 50 beavers. I'm going to deprioritize this because we have 46 openings now. But in theory, between this tower and that tower... Oh wait, this isn't deprioritized either. We now have 100 haulers, which means everything should go substantially better. So that's a little bit of a victory there. By a little bit, I mean a lot of bit. This is just a really slow process, isn't it? Very, very, very slow process. But we have hydrogen, which I am very surprised how quickly that's going, but I probably shouldn't have been because this thing makes stuff really quickly. Yeah, 0.16 of an hour, you get 1 hydrogen. And then all it has to do is go next door to the laboratory, which is now, I guess, waiting mostly on endothermic essence, but this is a lot faster than doing the dynamite the other way, I can tell you that much. Everything else seems to be doing okay with the exception of coal, but I don't really want to tempt that because for the longest time we were saying we have way too much coal, and I don't want to increase production for exactly that reason. Now, I kind of want to just let stuff go for a little bit. Oh, those are almost in line. I kind of want to just let stuff go for a little bit and see just how long it takes for everything to normalize as a result of having twice as many haulers now. But it's also possible that it's not really going to change that much, which would be unfortunate. But it's fine. This is actually getting, in theory, the pineapples now. Metal fasteners and methane, both of which we have plenty of in exchange for pineapples. And then I'm sure those are going to get consumed immediately, but we will be one step closer to having the fruit bar. All we need to do now is... What does chestnut beer have to do with a fruit bar? Chestnut's a nut, which I guess, depending on how you want to spin it, it could be the fruit of the chestnut tree. But I don't know. I don't know. Am I going to have to make those again? I think I'm going to have to. What a concept, huh? So why are there 3 separate recipes that are all exactly the same? How does that work? They're all instant recipes for 24... hold on. 24 fruit bar. I guess that's just what it's called. Okay, well, the buffet canteen, we're actually probably a lot closer to having that. We just have to have the foreign food. And then vegetable stew. At one point we were making mushroom stew. Oh, this is a cool looking building. Super laggy, but it is what it is. We'll get there eventually. I know there's at least one person in the comments who's asking me to build these as a 100% completion strategy. We're going to do it. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take, because we have to secure supply for 740 beavers. Oh, hey, look. Boom. We are getting closer, friends. We are getting closer. I told you we were going to have nuclear. Alright, so that goes there, that goes there. And then once that's all done, as soon as I remember where nuclear is located, then we can just build that guy right there. And then hopefully I can just build my my other stuff right on top. I do not know how this building works the rest of the way, other than stuff gets built on the 4 little building sites, and that's it. So I guess we will just have to wait and see. Bad tide's almost over. We still have plenty of power left, technically, but I really, really would like these to be up at the top. Nuclear power will help with that, but again, just takes time. We have 60 vacancies. 44 incapacitated beavers. Okay, well that's probably mostly... Wow, 666 adults, huh? That's probably mostly these contaminated ones here. Because somebody had to send them all into the nuclear wastewater. Well, I guess that's not technically nuclear waste. Not yet. The point remains. This is why they're infected, because they had to go into this mess. And the beaver washing machine does not have any water because there's no water for it to operate. But since we were smart for once, and we went ahead and we said, hey, we're going to divert early. Now we only have to wait a little bit of time for the nasty to mostly go away and then reopen. But we can come over here and already do that on this one because, well, it's a super short thing here. So that's done. By the time we come back over here, yeah, look at that. That is, I will go ahead and say that is clean enough for us to open. So there we go. Pop that up. There is still a little bit of contamination in there, but it's fine. We will be okay. Yes, yes, very good. And we are still waiting on robot parts. 40 more robot parts for the PhD in robotics. Fortunately, I think we're only going to need 1 unless we want to have multiple bot builders. But, yeah, 1,000 HP. So this is why the nuclear is necessary. There's just so many items that require inordinately high amounts of power to run. Nobody's coming up here, right? Good. I just like blowing up whenever I can. It's soothing. Hey, look, we got 1,600 green peas. And the cabbage numbers are climbing as well. So, you know what? Maybe we didn't need to build additional hydroponic farms for those. That would actually be great, because I would much rather be building other stuff. Like the tree farms and other things like that. This is the only one of these we have not built, is the Everblossom farm. And we're going to want that badly before too long. Ooh, screw press axles are getting kind of low. Let's take a look at our production here. Paper, I don't think I need to have this set to. We'll change this over to screw press axles for a time. And probably have to adjust that later anyway, but let's see. That's fine. That's fine. Hydrogen, we have so much hydrogen. Dynamite, hopefully we're not going to need too much more. I think we're going to have to do a little bit more blasting once we have this actually in place. But I like where we are. I think this is going to be viable, especially once this is completely watertighting everything. Hopefully that's the case. Yeah, because this thing says it works as a levee, so anything this touches on the side should be protected from having water come through. That means this little gap here is not going to be affected, and then once we build buildings on top of this, this won't be either. I hope. Or else I'm going to have to just put land in here. We still have plenty to get to, so we don't really need to be that worried about it. Beaver contamination is still quite high. but the washing machine is available. So we see those guys lumbering over here looking like death warmed over because they're probably not too far off from it. There they go. All right, where's that glorious carnival music? There it is. Now, hold on. I might have just noticed something. All right, so the music, pay attention when it goes in the water. Pay attention to how it sounds. Does it sound to you like it has a different EQ or like echo effect added to it when it goes in the water? Because that would be hilarious. Or it could just be a different part of the song that uses a slightly different instrumentation. That's honestly probably what it is. Anyway, that's what I spend my time thinking about at 3:30 in the morning instead of sleeping, so that is my personal burden to bear and not yours. That has been blasted away. Friends, it is time. It is time to build the nuclear base. And you'll notice that this is currently completely underwater. I have been told, if I'm interpreting this correctly, this won't be an issue. We also have to research the nuclear boiler and lodge, which is something that just gets expanded on top of everything here. I think for the purposes of waterproofing, we're going to want to do this like so. Make sure there's no power connections. Yeah. That's going to go there. And then I'm probably going to have to put just a regular lodge on top of this to stop water from going through. I believe. Well, we need more beaver housing anyway, so you know what? Might as well. Triple watertight lodge. Come one, come all. Live at the nuclear power plant. Totally normal. Absolutely normal thing to be doing. Although this having a doorway here is slightly concerning, but yeah, you know what? We're just gonna deal with it. Now we have an option. We can do a basic nuclear reactor. We can do advanced nuclear reactor. Or we can do overdrive nuclear reactor. This one requires 2 nuclear physics degrees. And then of course we have the nuclear steam vent, which is something that can reclaim some water. Ooh. Ooh, nuclear levy. Ooh, yeah, okay. Okay. 2 tall custom-built levy that's specifically meant to fit between nuclear reactors and raise the inner pool's retention ability. Yes, sir. Okay. Now I am very curious. Oh, yes. That's so smart. I didn't even think about it. That's how that would work. So we... so you're telling me I can have 4 of these? You're telling me I can make... Oh, geez. That's so much. That's so much. That's like 150,000 HP. No way, dude. That's way too much power. That is an unconscionable amount of power. Well, no matter what, I think we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to just probably build the advanced one, to be perfectly honest with you, because this one takes. Wait, this says 0 nuclear fuel. Wait, hold on. I have 2 PhDs in nuclear physics. This is going to be the most bang for the buck. I have the science. There's no reason not to do this. 0 reason not to do this. I think. Okay, let's be smart here. I don't see any power connections. I know I see the thing in the whatever this window, tooltip, whatever it's called, that says it has to have the cooling tower for power to be connected, but I need to be careful of where the power outlets are. Okay. Now that's the steam vent. Okay, well this calls it a cooling tower. This calls it a... it's the same kind of thing. Okay. Well, here's a question then. All four sides of this have a power thing. Does this have to be built on top of... okay, yep. I bet you that's exactly what it is. Alright. Let's pause so I can actually, you know, use my computer. I already researched this, so you know we're going to build it. I need to research this. Okay. Okay, that's how that works. Alright. Wait a second. Wait a second. Did I accidentally do something incredibly... oh my god. I did. I didn't even plan this. I didn't even plan it. It comes right out the middle and goes right into the... oh. What's that? the scene in Breaking Bad. Which if you have not seen... well, first of all, go watch it. It's incredibly just a masterpiece of cinema. Just great directing, great writing, etc., so on and so forth. There is a part of it, I guess I shouldn't say exactly what it is in case somebody hasn't seen it, but where one of the characters goes, I won. And it's a meme. Well, that's me and the nuclear power and all this nonsense. I didn't plan it, but I won. I won. I can't believe I'm getting away with this. Completely insane. Absolutely ridiculous. I love this game so much, man. I really do. All we need now is another 1,800 logs, which that's probably going to take a long time, but wow, are we in a great position now, folks. This is going to make so much power. It's going to make an absolutely absurd amount of power. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be absolutely just perfect. Now, the other thing that I do have concern with is this water flowing out here. Probably not going to build another one of these for a long time. So what we're going to have to do is I'm going to come in here and I probably should just build a regular levee, but I want this to look nice. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have them place this terrain block here. I know we have the dirt to do it. They just got to get it done. Power-wise, we are unfortunately consuming more than we make until this puppy gets built, but that's going to take a long time. I really should not be drawing any more power than I have to be, but what are you going to do? Not really much you can do. So this is making logs. We're going to get 85 logs every 14 hours. I probably should just be cutting down more trees. These guys, why are we not cutting these down? Is there nobody working here, or is it... okay, well this is 4 out of 5, and this one shouldn't be full. 5 out of 5. But wait. Oh, my capacity is only 15 total in the first place. I need more giant log storage. Where am I going to put that? Oh, I've got space. I've got space. I think. So that'll go there pretty easily. And I think I've got room. I move those over. I might have room for another one. Ooh, not quite. Not quite. Well, I tried. Turn this into regular logs. Yeah, they're going to build that. Yep. 2,000 logs. I mean, I literally can't complain. That's a completely reasonable amount of logs to build an enormous nuclear power plant structure. That's nuclear physics degrees. How are we looking on our robotics, by the way? I have not been... Still just waiting on robot parts. Okay, well, the correct response to that would have been for me to build another robot part factory. But... Oh! Surprise, surprise, we're out of planks. Who could have possibly predicted that? Okay, well... I know these recipes are really slow. But we gotta be faster than this, man. I think the sawdust might actually be a problem. This is burning lotus flowers. I still have 700 something. I'm just gonna have it burn sawdust, even though I know we need the sawdust for other stuff. We just have way too much sawdust. Way too much sawdust. That's probably been holding us back this entire time. Alright, so food-wise, I should be having... Yeah, I got 3 pineapples, because I don't have... Probably don't have any storage at all set up for them. Yeah, let's just go ahead. I do think it's kind of funny that we're this far in the game and I have not unlocked any other storages. Except this garbage that I've got right here. Alright, so this will be pineapple storage. Probably need to have more of those anyway, but that's fine. Exotic seeds. I've got 25, and that is the maximum capacity of... Oh. Well, that's a blunder. I definitely should have been having more of those. Yeah, you know what? The sunflower seed situation is a little disappointing because I really need that space. But I haven't built any more factories for them. And I need the robotic arms to do other stuff. The eternal plight of the water beaver. Always, always, always gonna have something in the way. Well, here's what we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to take my dynamite, just so this is all at the same height. I'm gonna have to take my dynamite, and I'm gonna have to dynamite with my dynamite. Just like so. Just give myself a little bit of extra space. And I really know... I don't need this space here, but I don't have the dirt to fill it in. That's unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is. The bamboo is 2x2. This is going to be 3 wide. Unless I take this little corner piece, which I probably should... Actually, what I really need to do is just completely straighten the river out, but that might be a little bit extreme at this exact point in time. So for now, I guess I will just do this. Leave that so they can get down, but in reality, it's probably just going to have to be a ladder. But let's check and see here. The bamboo grows from our current orientation up and to the right, just like the pumpkins. So if I place here, they can't build it yet, obviously. That would go there, that would go there, that would go there, and then there'd be nothing on this end unless I demolished this, which we are probably going to do. So that would go there, that would go there. That would go there. This bridge I'm not going to get rid of, so that's fine there. That's fine there. That's fine there. Which would leave me with the need to put in a ladder. I guess right here. What do I have to do? A 2? Yeah, a 2 here. Just blast that, and then I think I'll end up just putting the tree nursery in this exact spot. Let's unplant, for now, unplant 2 of these pumpkins. Oh, that's 9%? Yeah, we're not waiting for that. We're not waiting for that. Bye-bye, pumpkin. Somebody come grab that for me, please. But I do need to unplant at least that pumpkin right there. So I can continue this, and then we'll go over to the side. Eventually we'll make this make a little bit more sense. Ladder go right up against the path. Like that. And that's 88%. I will let them harvest that, but then I am going to remember where the tree nursery goes. Yep, right here. And we're going to put this guy... I forgot how big this was. That's unfortunate. There's not a doorway on the backside, is there? No. But there is a little platform. Can that connect to a path? I'm sure it can. Wait, that has... Yeah, that is a doorway up there. Okay. Well, now I know I've got... I know I got options. And I can make it watertight if I get the upgrade. Huh. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. Anyway, suffice to say, all of these pumpkins are going away. That's just the way it's going to be. So we'll come back to that later. How's our nuclear power plant looking? Same as it ever was. Yeah, okay, that's going to take forever. Getting logs. Get your pumpkins. Get them out of here. 8%. Alright, see you later. I'm not waiting 7 days. That's gone. 26%. 54%. I think I can do it with just harvesting the... No. Alright. Alright. I'm a pumpkin killer. That's where we're at. You know... Oh, nope. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. This always happens. I think I'm doing something correct, and then it turns out that it's absolutely not correct. So... this one row here has to be removed so we can plant another row of... What are these things called? Bamboo. There we go. Very good technical terms. Waiting is overrated. We'll just do this by any means necessary here. Alright, so that gets removed. Once all this gets blasted down, then I probably should go ahead and get all of this done too, so I can put another bit of, well, another ladder. Easiest way to say it. Which means, honestly, that I probably should get rid of this, and then make these both the 2x1s. Except I kind of don't like how that looks, so maybe this is okay the way it is, and we just will worry about it later. Anyway, regardless of that, tree nursery has to get constructed, and it's going to have to... you know... What do I even say? What do I even say? That has to go basically right here. That's fine. So that's 58%. That's 94% unplant. Unplant. Thank you. And then, of course, sunflower seeds. Still can somehow never have enough sunflower seeds. Am I really going to have to plant even more of these things? I've got... these are green peas, right? Yeah. Cabbages all the way down there. Rice up here. We've got cabbages up here. Cabbages have actually caught up very nicely. But the sunflower seeds, unfortunately, have not. And those are... Yeah, they're all the way down here. I got two of those. It probably, honestly, should be at the bottom. But, you know... I can't build them anyway. It doesn't matter. I just end up having to solve all the problems at once, which means nothing ever gets solved. I guess life is kind of like that too sometimes, but if I go the wrong way, I'm definitely not going to find anything. Where am I even trying to go? I don't know. How long is this episode? Hour 7. All right, we still got a little bit of time. Now I can at the very least get the rest of this popped in. And as soon as this... Wait, why was this one not removed? I thought I'd marked that for... Okay. That's going away. I gotta get this built so we can get the rest of these things in. You know, instead of just building storage for the exotic seeds like I probably should have, and we would have already had the other 25, I was like, oh, I'll just build the thing itself, and we won't have to worry about storing them. Don't ever do that. Clearly. You can see the consequences of me choosing to do that right here. And instead, now we are waiting again. It's fine. Whoa, that was close. I do end up kind of playing it dangerously with the dynamite, don't I? Alright, tree nursery. After 800,000 years of waiting, we're finally going to build this one down here. This guy, of course, can plant stuff that is not just bamboo. Can plant the banana tree in a greenhouse. Can plant giant sequoias, which we are probably not ever going to have to plant again. Domesticated brambles, blueberries, or these guys and lemon trees, which honestly we probably don't need to worry about. I haven't even bothered to check. Okay, so yeah, we can actually harvest water from these, which we don't need to do. They also give us 70 logs if we cut them down, but I think the utility of the bench is probably going to be worth keeping those there. Now, Fool's Errand Part 800. Nope, not even close. And I, once again, am not in the correct spot. Okay. Well, at least the exotic seeds are over here, so now the balloons can go get more exotic seeds that I could have easily just, you know, made a storage for. But all we have to do is wait another 10 days to have that taken care of. These are all in place. So now I have... you know what? I'm just going to put a path because I want to be smart. Put a path here, put a path here. And then as we continue blowing areas up, I can access them with ease. Or if we prefer, I'll just come along this way. Right like so. And as we continue, you know, improving everything... Man, that is going to be... It's taller than the hauling tower. I know I put the bottom of that kind of in a hole, but... That is... Oh, okay. I saw this come up. I was like, no, it's a bad tide right now. No, it's in 3 days. It's gonna be okay. All right, we're still hilariously behind on this, right? Okay. I love how the Steam animation is just here when I click on this, even though it's not even close to being built. 764 logs. I don't know why when I read that way I thought of that Price Master video. Great. Important piece of internet history right there. But, man, I really, really want to build these Everblossom things here. This is making with the nuclear press. So why... I guess it's just because I don't have sunflower seeds, because we went through them so quick. All right. We have got to try a little tenderness, and then also... People even recognize that song anymore. Got to get this tree out of the way here so I can get down. Is this even accessible? I think it would have to be. Yes, okay. I got to get these trees out of here, and I got to blast this whole thing into oblivion. Now that we actually have explosives, we can start the process. Very, 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 very slowly. The reason I have not just cut these trees down is I don't have a reason. To be perfectly honest with you, I just kind of forgot that that was a thing I could do. Lumberjack flag. Can that reach? Yes. It's only like 13 logs that I'm going to get from this, but, you know, you might as well. We have all this other stuff we have to have wood for. Might as well just go ahead and get this whole thing marked. Let them do what they got to do. Then I'm going to have to power this somehow. I got to get a ladder built. But neither of those things are exactly where I'm going to be able to take care of them quite yet, so it really isn't going to matter how I do this. I've just got to get up to the point where I can get over to these other areas and get rid of trees. Which is going to require a lumberjack flag here. That they'll be able to reach. That'll go there, and then I guess just do one of these. And then, if I'm smart about it, which we all know is not guaranteed, I'll be able to just blast out this 5x5 space in chunks. That is a long-term thing. Don't worry about that this episode, because you will not see it finished. The greater cooking tent, I imagine, has had something to do with us not having enough logs, because we are using them slowly, but we are using them for deluxe stew. Just everything has started consuming so many more items. I know I should not be surprised, because that's literally how this works, but it still makes you think a little bit. How are we looking here? Oh, we're actually 16% of the way to having a PhD in robotics. That's exciting. That is very exciting. Did we fill up our... No, we haven't even... Why haven't we built this? Oh, it's because of the logs. Ironic. Can't store the logs because you don't have enough logs to store logs. Because you need logs to store logs. Apparently, you can't just have logs. They got to be stored. Because they're logs that need to be stored. Don't think about that one too hard. Put a couple more lumberjack flags in here. Let them do what they gotta do. Come in here, and of course they're not going to be able to build these because they need logs. You know how it goes. You absolutely know how this goes. How's this looking here? To absolutely no one's surprise, logs. There are trees over here that can be cut down, and I know there's going to be someone who is absolutely just cheering the loudest they've ever cheered in their life because I realized that I could cut these down. After them asking for a very, very, very long time to do that. So we will make their dreams a reality today, folks, and we will put in a large quantity of lumberjack flags. At least in most places where they can kind of reach stuff. I know we haven't actually marked any of these for cutting yet. But we're going to get there. And then we've got to get across the way here. Alright. So, just to make this easier on everybody, just going to click this, and then click this. Actually, I'm going to not cut these guys. Because that takes a really long time. And I don't want them to be wasting their time on that. Over here, we're fine, though. Alright, so that should help solve our problems with the log situation. We are in advance of the bad tide, preparing ourselves, as one does. And there we go. That is now worry-free. Of course, there's no logs compiled for that. Did I really? Okay, I absolutely did. Alright, this lumberjack flag is going to go away, and in its place, I'm going... Well, not in its place, but I need the access that it would provide. I'll put stairs there, which, of course, require logs. Yes, I know. Of course, these are waiting. But now it's bad tide time. 6 days, and then we'll be on cycle 69. Probably be the end of this episode anyway. Man, I'm so impatient about this log situation. I want to see the nuclear thing done. I need to have it in my thumbnail. I need it. I need it like I need to breathe. Look at all these chestnut trees, man. Who did this? Look at all these chestnuts. Man, what a wasted opportunity. 'Cause the whole situation with the chestnut beer is just really irritating. Gristmill instead is making weird udon. Chestnut flour has to be made here. Or I could just, build another gristmill, but... Wait a second. The weird udon is made with chestnuts. And nenefars. Okay. Which I don't have. So if I just switch this over this way... Well, now what? Alright, I'm gonna have to... It's gotta be so frustrating to watch me play this game. It really does. Like, there's really no explanation for why I am the way I am. It just is. Oh, we're gonna make the ugly again. I'm sure that has some sort of connotation that I am not intending that to be taken in, but, use your brains. Fermentation house for the purpose of fermentating the mediocre chestnut beer from the chestnut flour that is made in here and can be stored henceforth. Okay. So we've made some sort of progress. I've got planks. I've got... Wait. Oh, because they haven't finished that yet. How many logs do we need? Alright, we're down to only needing 750 logs. I think we might do it. We might be able to get it done. Cut it. Wow, they're cutting this quick. Well, of course, it's also dead, which helps make it look like it's been just completely destroyed, but I'm gonna give them a little bit of help here with the addition of a bridge and then a bridge. Ah, the corner. Well, I can fix that with a bridge. Alright, pop that there. Pop that there. There's no reason for me to do it this way, except I like it when there are straight lines. These are marked for cutting. Yes, they are. Beautiful. At some point they're going to have to cut these down. If I had enough of these lumberjack flags, we could absolutely get it done, or build a lumberjack barn or whatever. But at least we're finally taking care of most of this. I know it's a very long process. It's just going to have to be what it's going to be. Now, the PhD in robotics, we maybe are going to want more than one of these, but having one of them, at the very least, is going to be nice. Now I actually have robot parts with which to construct additional mechanical doohickeys over here. But, more interestingly, I have not marked this tree for cutting, which was a huge mistake. Not that that's more interesting, it's just where I currently find myself. I have 118 dynamite, but I don't want to wait to use all of the nitroglycerin, so... How did this idiot get stuck? Come on, man. Who are you? Who are you? Minoc, man, you've been around a while. You gotta know better than that, man. Fine, I'll let you out. And instead, I'll just build another one of these here, which means I don't even need this in the first place. Alright. I guess I don't technically have to take these away here, but you know how it goes. We gotta blast it down anyway. This thing comes down first. The rest of these... Actually, well, I can't delete that until that's done, but that's gonna be... This is actually as far left as I need to go to get stuff blasted down. So if I do... Here, I can start on this bit. I think... I actually don't need this one in the back at all. Alright, so that works. I just do all of these at once. Might as well just do this little L like so. I guess you could call this a B shape, kind of, technically. Now we get to babysit dynamite. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through that. I'm not that evil. My main goal was to get this thing done. And I think we might be able to do that. Wow, really? This had all the dirt before it had enough dirt before it had enough logs. That's how bad the log situation is. Man, what a time to be alive, huh? We actually have chestnut beer. Okay, so let's take a second here and take a look at the fruit bar. We're not making coffee, I know that. We have berry juice, I think. If not, we can make it very easily. Grape juice, coconut milk, we do not have. Pineapples, we do. Bananas, we do, in very, very small quantities. Half-fermented sake, we do in very small quantities. Lotus tea, we do. Chestnut beer, we do. Wine, we do. Spicy soda, we do. Ice, we do. We are not far, friends. We're not far from the fruit bar. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but currently nowhere because we don't have enough stuff for it. But, fear not. Soon, TM, we will have the materials that we seek. I just have to remember who actually has them. Alright, where are... The pineapples are going to be... Pineapples. The coconuts are going to be the jungle beavers. I'm sure. No, it's island beavers. How could I be so foolish? Island beavers. The beavers from the island with the coconuts. Of course. Stereotypes are useful every once in a while. Oh, come on. Really? I can't put this anywhere? If I were to move these things out of the way, I think I could do it. Alright. Balloon Trader landing pad. Where will you fit? Will you fit? Will it blend? That is the question. That's a throwback. Yeah, that's like the really early YouTube, like 2006, 2007. The Blend Tech Total Blender. I'm never going to buy one because they're obscenely expensive, but I'm always going to remember the marketing campaign with, was his name Tom, just grinding stuff into dust with an insanely powerful blender. Good stuff. Nostalgia smoke. Don't breathe this. Island beavers. Unlock that guy. And we'll just go ahead and preemptively... Nope, arrow's facing the wrong way. Come on, lag. There we... No, come on. Good. And that's just got to get set to coconuts, which I am sure have to go into a press to give us the milk. Let's just verify that. Yeah, screw press. So, I'm going to have to... Man. Okay, so in theory, if I have enough of these sunflower seeds, the hot nuclear press should be able to take care of all those. I may need to build a second one on the bottom of this. Wait, no I won't, because this can already handle, like, what, 45 an hour-ish? Yeah, 45 sunflower seeds per hour. Am I even making 45 sunflower seeds per hour? No, not even close. Okay, so this is more than enough. Anyway, that sound. The screw press can actually be preemptively set to make coconut milk. I have extra balloons. Wow, we did well. We've actually planned inadvertently. Good job, us. Come on, let me click and drag here. Alright, so I'm going to preemptively, like I said, coconut milk. Doesn't hurt to have one for mushrooms. Doesn't hurt to have one for berries. Doesn't hurt to have one for sunflower oil, except we're not going to need that one to have sunflower oil, so it's going to be set to grape juice. And we don't need pineapple juice. We don't... Okay, that tag is missing. We don't need pineapple juice because the fruit bar only requires us to have pineapples. Yes. Okay, I almost flip-flopped on that because I thought I saw the little juice icon next to it, but no. Coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Next thing that we have to figure out. I think we have to trade for that. Because in the Iron Teeth, you can make coffee as a plant. But that's a blueberry. There is no coffee bush. Unless I've just been completely lied to this entire time by myself, which is not an uncommon event. 1772. In terms of logs, this is going to grab the coconuts. I need to have storage for said coconuts. I don't know why I have that space so far away, but it's going to be okay. Coconuts, coconuts. Coffee beans. But not coffee. Coconuts. There we go. Alright, now let's go and see who's got coffee. Or beans thereof. Oh. The Iron Teeth. Duh. That should have been an absolutely immediate connotation I made in my brain, but it decided it was taking the day off, so that's fine. Nobody else has it? Alright. Iron Teeth. I guess we're building another Balloon Trader landing pad, which is going to have to go somewhere, which is going to... Yeah, I really should not put it on pristine farmland. But where else am I going to do it? Now, I could, if I wanted to be funny, I could put it up here. That would be a huge waste of one of these platforms, but I could do it. Oh, I'm going to run into a problem because I'm not going to know how far down this has to go without actually doing math. And we all know how that ends up. So it's fine. Well, this lumberjack flag can go away. These guys over here are... Wow, they're actually not all done. They just can't build the suspension bridges because they don't have logs. They need the logs to get to the place where they can go get more logs. Classic water beavers. Absolutely classic. How close are we? I don't want to miss this. 1810. How long is it going to take me to get more logs? How are we looking over here? This is in the process of getting 85 more logs. I also need the planks that's happening here. That's fine. It is still very funny that I can't cut down logs because I have to have logs to cut down logs. Man, it takes so long to do things in this mod. It takes an unfathomable quantity of time. Well, it can't be that hard. Yeah, about that. About that. It absolutely can take that long. Okay, so that's going to go here, 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 and here because I can. About to get that clean water coming in. Which means we are going to miss out on stopping at the beginning of cycle 69. That's okay. Surely everyone is extremely mature about discussing a normal number. 1843! Come on. Cycle 69 begins. We need 156 more logs before the nuclear base is complete, after which we will have to construct, with yet more logs, the overdrive nuclear reactor, after which we will construct with yet more logs, the nuclear steam vent. And clay also, which we probably should go ahead and get a move on. Oh, giant half logs. Okay, do we need those for this one? No. But I do need the PhDs in nuclear physics. Alright, well, man, I really should end this episode. But we're having so much fun. I forgot to change this, and now it's making a second one. Or is that still the first one? Oh, that's the first one. Okay, we're good. We're good. I just have to remember to, shut this off. Or have it go back to making... I could just have it start making processors, actually. That would be the smart thing to do. What is this waiting on? Logs? Yeah, it's waiting on logs. Everything's waiting on logs. All right. So, easiest thing for us to do, since we do not, I'm pretty sure, do not need to have so many pine trees, because we're not using all that. In the interest of actually, you know, finishing this right now, I'm going to cut these pine trees down. Gasp! You can't do that. It's fine. We need them much more than we need the pine resin at the moment, and we already have a full stockpile of 624 of that. So come one, come all, come hack these trees down with your teeth. And let's build ourselves a nuclear power plant. Let's get it as done as we can. I know we're not going to finish the whole thing today. We've already established that. What matters is that we finish the base at the very least. Because it is certainly going to be a process. Also, finish this terrain block so we can actually get into the thing. It just needs 9 more logs that just immediately went up. Alright, we got 1960 out of 2000. Come on. Come on. Don't do it overnight. Or do, I don't care, I guess. Just make it happen. So, while they're doing that, let's do our end of episode spiel. You know the deal. It truly is not possible to do these videos without your support, so I really appreciate you watching the videos, providing comments, criticisms, whatever. I like interacting with you guys in the comment section. Even if I don't respond, I do always read, and I do my best to integrate as much as I can from what you guys are suggesting. So please do continue with that. Beard Boosters, you already know, directly funding things like the insanity of episode 53 of a series. You know that I've said this a billion times. You know the drill. You make it possible to keep doing this without resorting to hawking stuff nobody wants or needs and flooding the channel with just spam advertisements that I really don't want to get into. So, thank you for your direct support. I really appreciate it. And hopefully, we'll be able to get this nuclear thing constructed in the next 15-20 seconds, or this is going to be a really awkward end to this episode. But now that it's the beginning of day 2 of Cycle 69, we're going to have just 28 logs left to go for the nuclear base. Another 9 left for the terrain block. And then another 1 scaffolding left for the platform above it. And we're going to be all set and ready to go. Yes, come one, come all. Pile your materials at the nuclear power plant construction site so that we may bask in the glorious radiation and hopefully not get any sort of after effects from it. But hey, we only have 10 beavers who are contaminated now instead of 50, which is an improvement. That is always welcome. Wait, I'm not in triple speed. Now I'm in triple speed. No wonder it was going so slow. But I think we got a lot of good stuff done today. Even though the nuclear power plant is not operating yet. We did get most of the prep work, well, I guess technically all the prep work done. And we've got the base just about finished, waiting on a couple more things to come in. We secured a little bit better of a supply line for some of this stuff. We started the process of importing everything for the fruit bar, and I mean everything. Making the mediocre chestnut beer, although it seems to be consumed extraordinarily quickly now. And yeah, good progress is good progress, no matter how long it takes. Too far from a district. Well, you should have thought about that before you became too far from a district. Here's your terrain block. Platform's going to be next. Then I imagine they're going to build a triple watertight lodge. And then, of course, this is going to take a very, very, very long time. But that's going to be where we leave it, folks. We'll be back in this playthrough on Saturday. And then, of course, the following Tuesday. But please do check out the Update 6 Wonders of Water playthrough if you haven't already. The first 5 episodes of that one were sponsored by Mechanistry, who developed Timberborn. And very, very thankful to them for that. And I think we've gotten a lot of good stuff going. It is the fastest I have ever gone through a playthrough in terms of progressing through technology and well-being stuff. And I think it's great fun, so would love to see you over there if you haven't already. If not, that's fine too. We'll see you back in the Water Beavers in the next episode. Take care, friends. Stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.